curious because you're staying in such amazing shape, right? Taking care of 4 kids. So what is your regimen like? Like what do you eat these days? And what's your workout regimen? I think people would
Yeah.
love to hear about it.
Okay. So like I do feel like I've gotten to a place that I'm like, wow, like kind of amazed, honestly, that I'm staying like so lean and have muscle because I'm like not, I don't feel like I'm trying that hard anymore, which is crazy as somebody who was overweight most of her life and it was always hard. So I've really sat with this and I'm like, okay, what is really contributing to this? So I'll share.
Mm.
The first thing is building muscle. That gives you so much leeway on what you eat because so much of your calories, your metabolism, your carbs and everything like I described, proteins, like they're getting shuttled for into your muscles. So you have like kind of these big calorie sponges or carb sponges, right? So I do think that is part of what it is. And I am consistent. Like I have noticed, I'm like, most people, I don't think they're as consistent as I am in the gym. Like when I go on trips, my first thing I'm doing is like Googling, like, what's the coolest gym in the area? Like, I can't wait to be in there. I am in the gym almost every single day. I'm not always going intense every day. Some days I just walk. I just do my hour of walking. If my body needs recovery, like I can tell I'm very, very connected to my body and intuitive and loving and nurturing with it. So if I can tell I'm just like, not having a lifting day, I just intuitively flow with allowing my body to just walk that day and cool. And we'll get back to it when you're feeling better.
How many days do you lift?
Like I said, I flow with it. So if I have energy, I lift. And the way I do it is this it's like I kind of have a loose schedule, right? Monday is legs. Well, I'm kind of going through a little different phase, but typically this is what it has been. Monday's legs, Tuesday's back and biceps, Wednesday is glute, chest, and abs. Thursday is shoulders and triceps. Friday is my fun day, hit circuit. Saturday is a strength day. Sunday is like probably walk or, maybe do a little something if I'm really feeling recovered that day. Okay. Like I said, like if it's a Tuesday and I'm supposed to do back and biceps that day and I just don't feel like able to perform well, I just walk that day instead and I just skip it. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty flowy with it that way, you know? So that's, I'm not saying everyone can start that way. I've been doing this a long time, so like I'm not really that worried about like if I'm not trying to be like some huge muscular woman. I just really love lifting weights, so I don't have this fear of like, crap, my biceps are gonna disappear. I don't care. It's okay. I'll get to that next week.
So what makes you
Um,
love lifting weights so much?
it is like the funnest part of my day. It's like you get in there, you get your good music going. I've got my pre-workout, so I'm a little bit high. I'm like walking. I'm like, and then getting into the weightlifting part of it, like it's not fun at first. So, ladies, if you don't love lifting weights, guess what? I used to hate lifting weights. I was like such a little brat face about it when my ex-husband would be like, come lift with me. I'm like, I hate lifting weights. It's so boring. It's not a good workout, blah, blah, blah. That is because you don't have a good neurological connection to your muscles yet. Okay. So
Mhm.
you have to get past that hump of like, yeah, it's not great when you like can't even feel your biceps doing anything. But if you keep doing it, you'll get to this place where you're like, it's like exhilarating how hard you can push yourself in those workouts. And it is really, really, really fun. So I just literally think it is like the funnest part of my day. It's recess, it's playtime, and I
You
get all
get a
these.
little high from the pushing, right? From the
Exactly.
exertion.
Every neurochemical there is that it gives you like a high feeling dopamine, serotonin, GABA, anandamide, adrenaline, like you get all of this neurochemical boost. So it's great. Um,
Mhm.
so then I'll just kind of lay it out. Like I am very consistent with exercise and I am also really consistent with sleep and bedtime. Now, sometimes life happens. I make my choice. I'm like, this is worth it. But most of the time, is not worth it. Most of the time, things at night are not worth it at all. And I go to bed at about the same time and get up about the same time every single day. Right. And then I have like a morning routine. I meditate. I'm grounded. I like, have this little routine. And then I go to the gym and do that whole thing. And then I'm ready for the day. So that sleep thing was a game changer. If
Mhm.
you're like already doing a lot in your health and things are feeling hard and you don't have your sleep right, that would be the biggest thing I would take a look at for sure. That's when The sleep thing is when everything stopped being hard, when I had to stop like having so much effort to stay lean or healthy, like not gain body fat. Sleep, that was it. That was a big game changer. And then I intermittent fast. That's how I kind of at this point maintain I feel like the benefits of doing keto, that same kind of like while still being able to eat carbs for athletic performance, serotonin, gut health, like all of that, right? And so um I'm not like crazy. I'm not like at 11 o'clock, oh my gosh, it's 10:49, I can't eat yet. I'm not like that. It's just
Mhm.
I wake up, go do my morning routine, go to the gym, and then like, once I get hungry, I just start eating. And I try to be conscious always of higher protein. Always, like, protein is always like the number one thing I think about every single time I eat. I have a pretty high demand for it because I have muscle, right? So it's going to keep you full. It's going to give you all the amino acids for your mental health, your body recovery and all of that. And then I kind of add healthy fats and carbs to that.
Yeah.
I
So do
don't
you do a 16/8 intermittent fasting?
I'm not that mechanical with things. I would say yes, pretty much. It's generally about, let's see, I ate today, I ate at 10:30 for the first time, and usually I'll be done for sure by 6, usually I'm usually done. So really the way I'm thinking about it is I just want to wait until I'm good and hungry to eat after my workout because that works well for me. And then I'm thinking I want to stop eating a few hours before bed so my body can enter repair mode really well and my brain can be healthy and cleanse itself and all that. So I'm not doing that to be lean. I'm doing that for longevity and like love for my body. Like I know that you will repair better in sleep if I don't eat right before bed. And I know that I will feel amazing the next day, like mood, energy, all of that. So when I feel maybe hungry every once in a while at like 8 or something, I'm like not even interested because my
Mhm.
motivation is I want to feel awesome tomorrow and I want my body to be able to recover well during sleep. So that those are the biggest things. Consistently weightlifting, walking, like I walk every day at the gym for most days an hour, right?
Wow.
That's a lot of walking, right? That's a long time. And I'm like uphill and I'm kind of booking it and I'm like working on my phone. It's part of my like work routine, you know? And
Mhm.
then I lift not that long. Like my lifting workouts are pretty short, but they're intense, right? And then I, eat healthy food throughout the day and make sure I cut that off, go to sleep. And like that's the flow that I'm in now that has been working really, really well for me.
Yeah. And when you do eat, what are you eating?
Yeah, I'm definitely not as big of a purist as some of my friends and colleagues. Like I fully admit I'm like, I eat stuff that isn't perfect a lot, but very typical is going to be like Greek yogurt with granola, that's like not sugary, obviously. Lately I've been liking that 000 one because it has like stevia. It's stevia sweetened. I used to just do organic Greek yogurt that was plain and use like a stevia maple syrup in it and then a little bit of granola. So that's like my carbs and fat pros. That's a very typical post training carbs and protein. There's a little bit of fat in there, but you don't really, fat is not like, it's the least important macronutrient after weightlifting, right?
Mm.
Protein, unless you're obviously keto, you're going to eat it. But and then usually some sort of like grilled meat. So like lately, so grilled chicken thighs with like Redmond Real Salt has this awesome rub and it's super fast and I'll grill up a bunch of it. And then some sort of like vegetable that I love using the oven, like anything. It's like you can do cauliflower, broccoli, sweet potatoes, purple sweet potatoes. I'm obsessed with this Japanese squash called kabocha lately. And like you just toss that stuff with some avocado oil, put a bunch of salt on it, just roast it at like 400 till it looks good. And then I just keep tons of it in my fridge. So whether it's like chicken thighs or burgers or whatever, something high quality meat I grilled and that. And then maybe having some fruit on hand, like that's pretty standard for me. It's just stuff like that. And I just keep it
Yeah.
rolling. And then, in terms of like treats, I might have like a built bar, like some sort of protein bar like that. Um,
Sounds pretty good.
yeah, pretty simple, like people ask me to share what I eat, and I'm like, it's not groundbreaking. It's not
Mhm.
groundbreaking. I think it's more important when you eat and than what you eat, as long as you're eating high protein, high quality food, in a variety of food. I'm bigger on when you eat than what you eat.